Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the second episode of our developer series, where we're building NØNOS, a trustless operating system, completely in the open. And today's milestone is a great one. We got the operating system to sign an Ethereum transaction inside the kernel itself and then settle it on the real contract on Mainnet. And I'm not just gonna tell you about it, I'm gonna prove every piece of it live right now. So first, here is the idea. Every Ethereum signature you have ever made happened in user space. A wallet, a browser extension, some app holding your key. The operating system itself was never part of it. It just ran the program that held the key. We changed that. We moved the signer into the kernel. It runs bare metal. The key lives in the keyring and nothing can read it back out. What comes out is a normal Ethereum signature and the chain accepts it like any other. So here is the whole path. A program asks the kernel for a signed receipt. The keyring holds the key and then the kernel signs. Out comes the signature and the contract on Ethereum verifies it and pays out. But the key never crosses any of these arrows. Only the signature ever leaves the kernel. So there are three things to prove. And the cool part is you can check every single one yourself. The signer is exactly correct. Anyone can reproduce it. And it settles on the real contract. And everything here is real and on the record. These are the live contract addresses of Mainnet. I leave it up for a screenshot, whatever you need. But here is my favorite part. You don't have to trust this video at all. It's just a few commands. So let's actually run those commands. Boom. Let's start by proving this whole thing is real and not a mock. So nox dash real. So what that just did is call the live settlement contract on Ethereum Mainnet and ask it one question. Which token do you pull from? And it answered with the real NØNOS token address. So the contract we are about to settle against is deployed, is live, and is answering you right now. Next, let me show you the signer itself. This is the actual source file in the kernel. Here. That right there is the elliptic curve signing that Ethereum itself uses, running inside the kernel with no standard library. And there is the thing to notice. There is no function anywhere that hands the private key back. The kernel can sign with it, but nothing, not even the app that asked it, can never read it out. Now the big one, let's actually make the kernel sign and prove the crypto is correct. Okay, read these lines with me. The first one says the signature the kernel produced is identical, byte for byte, to what the standard Ethereum tools produce. Then it took 512 random keys and ran everyone through Xing, verify and recover, and they all passed. Then it threw 1500 broken cases at it, tampered signatures, wrong case, wrong message, and it rejected every single one. So this is roughly right is about being exact. Now the payoff, let's take a signature the kernel made and actually settle it against the real deployed contract on live mainnet state. So nox /fork. So, and this is running the real contract's code against a fork of mainnet. The valid received settles and splits the payment, 70 to the publisher, 30 to the protocol, then it tries every attack you worry about, replying the same receives and expires one, a wrong signer, a fake domain, and the contract rejects all of them. 9 tests, 9 pass. And now the real thing, not a fork, not a test, a fresh wallet, signing with the kernel, settling on the Ethereum mainnet for real. So nox settle. Let's wait. So is trying free transactions. Let's wait. So that just did 3 times real transactions. It registered the app, approved the spend, and settled the receipt. And there is the transaction hash. That is a payment my operating system authorized by signing it inside the kernel. Now sitting in a real Ethereum block, copy that hash into Etherscan and you can say it's yourself. So that's the milestone today. An operating system paid for software by signing itself. And Ethereum accepted it. No wallet, no extension, no browser, kernel to chain, nothing in between. If this is your kind of thing, subscribe and stick around because episode 3 is already in the works. See you in the next one. Bye, nonos.